you buying sustainment. The neighborhoods who flat out don't buy it, I got the fires and wires, I got the tornadoes, I got water, I have earthquakes, I have animals like that bird you all know tried to fly away with that little baby. Oh, listen, the sunlight made that bird coagulate and manifest. That was manifested sunlight that showed you. And now listen, let me explain something to you. That manifested sunlight can get bigger if it wanted to, and actually just swoop down anytime you get ready and fly off with your children. That'll get your attention. When you start seeing that happen, after I told you school bus is going to flip over. But the thing is, you can see the UFOs flying around. So you can't overlook who's doing this. Alright, you can see them. So there's no sense in trying to act like you don't know who the culprit is that's responsible for these strange phenomena. The UFOs themselves flying around this planet is a strange phenomenon. So now if that's a strange phenomenon, you can think right about honest thought that the other strange phenomena around the earth could be synonymous with that strange phenomenon. Because it is. And with me too. Because like I told y'all, Captain Kirk ain't got shit on me. His stuff was plagiarized and stolen from the books that told them about me. See, that'd be me. Down here on the earth with you guys. You guys don't know how to appreciate that. But it's okay because my ego is not hurt, or my heart. Want me to tell you what's hurt? Knowing what's going to happen to you guys for your rejection. That's where it hurts, because it just shows that the continuations of the activity that we have all been witnessing thus far is the likely events that will continue to be perpetuated. And my whole reason for coming here was to stop these perpetuations from perpetuating. As again, I point out to you that this is not what our universal creator had in mind. So when the people all in the communities understand that this is not a joke, you can see the mudslide that went and wiped that, what was it, Oso? That's in the Seattle area. Is it in King County? You guys remember I told you that my sister was going to destroy King County, don't you? Because I told you I believe that there's a lot of politicians that live there. You do know that was a very extremely wealthy neighborhood that had that mudslide, don't you? Do you notice how all these earth changes and these phenomena of weather destruction happens to mostly the wealthy neighborhoods? Of course, it's happening to some neighborhoods that's poor and everything in other countries, and that's because of placement of military weaponry that's in the ground, and also because of these people converting to the worship of Catholicism and Christianity and getting outside of their true package of recognizing their manifested God's self encapsulated inside of self and also outside of self. So the true God energy is everywhere. So you can't have just one place where everybody go look for that. That's why we all got misused and taken advantage of, because the people that we gave the status of our God and our true providers and caregivers took advantage of all of us. And that's what happened. They made our children be disobedient and stupid and not know how to listen to the advice of their parents. You can't talk to them. Everything you say to them that's around constructive criticism become insultive. You know, I don't understand that whole paradigm. When you can be a wise, responsible person and you try to point out circumstances to younger people on earth, and what they want to do is find a reason to want to have altercation and conflict and see you not do well, because this jealousy has been implemented into the minds of everyone around the earth that people are not supposed to be educated. And that's the reason why educated people always run off where they don't want to be around anyone but other educated people, because it's dangerous talking to idiots when you're talking to something they can't understand. See, that's what metaphysics is. Metaphysics is too far for the people who want to stick with Santa. Because, see, Santa doesn't give you no reason to think. Because you know right away that that can't be possible. And since you know right away it can't be possible, you go along with it because you know it can't be no more work involved with that once you believe it. But if somebody tells you that you can build a spaceship and you start believing that, you know you're going to have to get off that center shit and get you a compass and a square and get some books on geometric designs and some books on emissions and books on explosions and propulsion, okay, and a book on fabricating aggregates, alchemy, chemistry, okay, philosophical teachings of how the universe works, mathematical equations, genuine science that will point out to you that the sun cannot be overlooked as God, and you give that position to a picture of a white man that you sketched on a piece of paper. See, this idiocy has to go. And that's why I've been sitting here. I'm trying to tell you guys that. So on the average, the people resent me being truthful and saying that the biggest cause of the destruction of the planet was the eradication from the woman, the removal of her from the seat of reciprocity. As soon as I said that, my ears started ringing, my melanin activated, because the universe is saying, that's right, that's what I want you to talk to them about. See, that was a very disturbing event for all of the life existences on the planet. The women would have never tried to destroy nature for profit the way the man did. Women don't do that. They sit at home and if left alone, nurture the child through their breast if left alone. But man, of course, gave them Enfamil and Similac because he wanted the breast. For whatever reason, maybe he gave them cigarettes or alcohol, so the breast wasn't good anymore, or some type of disease. Everything is so decadent and decayed. But the women will be returned to the seat of control, and the reason that I know that is because the green light that you guys are going to start to seeing more of is who's here to see to that. My sister, Bastet, along with my mother, segment, you will see them together. You'll see that green light and that orange light, just like what Minister Farrakhan said. Just like what he said, I think of blue, and the blue light is just God with us. It is sustainment. It is how do I put this? It is the spiritual package of spirit and matter together. It is the realm of proof that there is a genuine source of connected togetherness, spirit and matter all throughout the universe. That means every planet out there is comprised of spirit and matter, which means that on that planet will be other comprisement of spirit and matter. Because when you look in the sky and you see that blue, that's just an optical illusion. It's really black. If the sunlight get removed from there, you're going to see that blue is black. So what the blue is actually doing is showing you that the connection between the sunlight and the blackness of the universe can always take on manifestation. Now this turquoise colored blue, or what some people call indigo, I think it is always showing you that there is pupils, initiates, and expirants in the universe that has all of these sciences and all these knowledges and things to learn. But once they truly become ascension masters, and you see that indigo color start popping up in all of their feats and everything that they start talking to you about, showing authenticity of them being Emmanuel, okay, Elohim, all right, Asar. I was going to say Yahweh, but no, Yeshua is what I wanted to say, okay? And then the Yeshua and the Jesus and the Jehovah, we throw them out. Just get rid of them, okay? Because you're not going to find no books from the Asar or from the Yeshua or from the Buddha or any person like that of melanin descent that's doing universal cosmic work that's going to be trying to perpetuate slavery. Because we don't need to enslave people, because we're very wise and we know how to use the universe to be as productive as possible, and we do not vibrate off greed, excessive greed, and we do not hate everything around us that's melanated and remind us of our lack of melanin. So we would have never had a reason to try to implement a policy of slavery and try to give it privilege and right by us creating a God that ordained it a few chapters after he said it was forbidden. Now go figure. So the communities that I'm inviting to buy this green light, you know, I would suggest that you women do it without letting your men know. And the reason I say it that way, because you're trying to save your state. And those guys are arrogant because they just want to save their position as false gods on the planet. But you women have those vaginas, and those vaginas have that cosmic juice inside of it. And that cosmic juice is going to let you know that you should listen to what this black man is saying, because we do see that green spaceship flying around the planet. And we do know for a fact that everything this little guy has been saying is going to happen, has been happening. We know that he has been living up to his claim to be a God man. No alcohol, no tobacco, no sex. This guy doesn't even eat meat. He might use a little bit of profanity, but how can you blame him not when he claims that he comes from a universe where he has proper sustainment and wealth and people worship and praise him? Then he come here to do work for us, and we make him have to sleep in vacant house. And then you say, no, we don't make him sleep in vacant house. He just was lazy and he did not want to get a job. I made 5,000 15-minute videos in the last 2 years. That's the hustle I'm about. And they were good videos, all to the same type of, if you will, professionalism. It's not the word I'm really looking to, but quality, because I'm an amateur at this. But the fact that I'm an amateur and I came and did so much in such little time and brought all this information about self-improvement to everyone, I gotta let you all know that somewhere this was ordained cosmically. And then you got these X's flying around. I done showed you guys how we turned off those missiles just like I told you we did. And stopped your World War III, because the ones that was left on the ground, we destroyed them. And I'm not saying the whole planet. There could be some still left on the planet that we get into. But what I'm trying to say to you is, when you go look at that video in Asara Harakte, go to my Asara Harakte page, and I want you to watch this video segment. There's 25 videos, and they're called Universal Appointed Ruler Asara. Universal Appointed Ruler Asara. From 1 to 25. That's how many videos it is. I just uploaded them today. Today is Friday, 2 days before Easter. Okay? So, what I want you guys to know is that this Easter Sunday, we I don't know, we might, I'm not gonna say, but who knows? We know what happened there in Illinois, in Indiana. So all you people that ran out there and brought them Easter baskets and all that foolishness, Peter laying a damn egg, and he's a rabbit, male rabbit that's laying eggs that's got all these colors in them, to prove himself as the progenitor of the world. First of all, rabbits don't lay eggs. And then if they did, it would have to be the female that laid the egg. This idiocy has got to stop. It does. You guys, it has to go. It's destroying everything. So I'm encouraging all you women out there to know that when your communities all by this green light together, these strategies in the Washington area will go away. This Washington area has already been preferred by my family as a place we're going to launch this healing of the whole planet from. We're going to do that with or without you recipients here. You guys be a nuisance, we're going to get y'all asses out of here. I'm letting you know that right now. If you guys do not comply and get this green light, and the way you're going to buy it, you're going to buy a lot of it, because we're going to see that the whole state is understanding that we're not playing, because we're not going to beg you. We don't have to. We built this planet. We do not have to beg no one for shit. Like I said to you, anybody that I ask for anything, I give you an opportunity to show the universe what you're made of. And you're not going to be able to go anywhere and talk to anyone and tell them you did not know, because they sent the best. I am the best. I am the Asar. I do this over and over and over everywhere that I go. And I have other people on earth with me too that you might not believe. I have animals that